way past the middle.
Yes. So yeah, how do you like? What do you want us? Spoiler wise, what do you want us to do? Wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, we're discussing Daughter of No Worlds. I am sorry for the lighting. It is terrible, but it is what it is. Okay, so actually, do you guys want to be in it or no? Do you want me to?
I'm good.
Okay, just making sure. I always ask.
I think so.
No problem. Okay, so yeah, what do you want to do about spoilers? What is it?
Anything. It's fine.
You gonna finish?
You need to finish it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Okay.
I don't mind.
So I'm gonna stay away from the major. I would love to discuss them.
Like, what is it? What is the major one? The mid one or the last one?
The family situation.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's the biggest.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
it's like
Okay,
reveal.
tell you what, we'll discuss the middle thing that happens to her, but we will not discuss the ending of the book or like the things that are discovered at the end of the book.
I don't feel like anything other than that really was like, in my opinion, a super big surprise.
I don't either.
You know, but of course.
So initially, don't listen. Close your
Close your ears.
So initially, I thought that when he said that the family was like a calamity, I thought that it was
Like
the army. Now I thought it was the army, like because he did all the
things,
and they were like,
Yeah.
here's the punishment.
Yeah.
But then the reveal was that,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Okay, let's start off.
Cool is an interesting.
Yeah.
No, that's not cool.
Let's start off like very slowly. Just going around. Did we like it? Yeah, this part you can listen to. Did we like it and did we not like it and what why did we like or not like?
I really liked this one.
Yeah.
I gave it. I think I would give it a 5 star.
Ooh,
I really liked it.
Nice.
It was really good. I felt like the world building was really interesting. Like the 2 different types of magic, and then like the allusions to like maybe like a more ancient magic. I don't know. I just thought it was cool, and of course it gave Throne of Glass vibes with her being a slave, and then like buying her freedom.
But like a bit dark. What I wanted from Throne of Glass, which is like a darker tone to it,
which it definitely has.
Yeah.
I think I would give it like 3.5 initially, but then 4 because I love Carissa.
Yeah.
So that is like I'm giving it a 4, but I can see that this was
the first
written
one
before, and you can see like her style developing.
Yeah.
There were certain parts where I was like, okay, this makes no sense. You could like rework that, or like certain scenes.
Wait, like what?
So I really struggled with fights. How should I describe it? There was a fight where they were first like practicing with Max.
Yeah.
And when she had taken her exam.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So they had that first session, and the whole thing with the sword flying, and then like him being on the ground, and him being not on the ground. I was like, how is this?
It did get a little confusing.
If it makes you feel, if I understand, I have a hard time picturing fights.
I have a hard time picturing.
So like
fights,
even if it's somebody who is like
skim.
Yeah, like even if it's somebody who is like, I am trained in fights and thus I know how to describe fights, I'm still like laced over when I'm reading fights. I'm like, I don't.
Like, this one was just like, I reread the scene 3 times, and
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, his arm went here, and then she called for the sword, but then the sword almost sliced his nose or something, and I was like, what is happening? So that scene was like a very confusing part. And then I think what I didn't like was kind of Tasana's, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think her motivation was not really entirely unclear, but it was like, oh, I have 2 people that I have to save. Basically, one, mom is probably dead, but like one person, and we're gonna wage war on this entire nation because I want to save one friend.
I was gonna have a comment on that too.
That's kind of unrealistic, and it's just like, okay, come on, people with powers.
I have a really hard time connecting with her as a main character. Yeah, I do, because it's just like, she's been through a lot of traumatic things. But like, I don't feel like I'm not all the way through the book, so I didn't get to like read everything about what she's going through.
Yeah.
But it's just like, why is that not really ever like fleshed out? It's just like,
so she had that one very first one traumatic event. She talks about losing family in that first city. We don't get anything about that.
That was frustrating that never came back.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Very,
that's disappointing.
very briefly it did.
Yeah, how like they were like, oh, she lived in this city with her parents and family. We don't know anything about that side of the
That's
story.
right. Only
And then
that her
she
mom.
became a slave.
Yeah.
And then for the rest 8 years she's a slave.
Yeah.
But like I would love to know all this stuff before.
Yeah.
Why does she have the skin that she has? Like
How is she fragmented?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
and
How
you're
does that
telling
even
me,
work?
you're telling me after she kills someone, she doesn't go through like a whole
that's also
thing.
it's
Like
kinda,
she kind of just like is like happy-go-lucky almost.
I mean, she is going through it, but I feel like
It's
it
not
could have
fleshed
been
out.
it could have been better to begin with.
It makes it hard for me to believe that what she's doing.
Because
why
then
she's doing it.
we're thrown into
what are her motivations?
Yeah,
I
and-
can't connect with that.
yeah, that's exactly how I felt. And then it was thrown like Max is the next thing, the next big thing, and he's just like, I'm not having it. I'm like, just listen to her from like let her tell you this story. So I don't care.
His arc was so funny because when they first introduced him, I was envisioning, like, I know they said he was in his late 20s, but I was envisioning like a grandpa, like grouchy, like older
Yes,
man.
I'm not made for this.
When the
Yes,
tone
I'm
started
not
to
made for
change,
this.
I was like, oh wait, he is young. I was
He
like,
gave me
okay.
40-year-old
Yes,
vibes,
me too.
and he's like supposedly younger than I am at this like, and I'm like, what?
So I'm just a little more critical of the character because it's not believable.
Okay, well now that we fleshed all this out, maybe I won't give it a 5.
I think I
You
gave
guys have great.
I think I gave it a 4 is what I gave this one. Because I will say that I am like a vibe reader. Although some of my friends say that I am not because I'll like find the little like things, but I'm like, I'm still a vibe reader. And this one had the vibe for me. Like I was
It does
vibing.
have the
Just
vibe.
think
Yes.
about Calabasis. And then
Yeah,
this.
I mean,
so
Right.
You know what? That could have played a big part in it because going from that one to this one, I was like 5
I was like,
Yeah,
I was breezing through.
You're like,
Wow, this
immediately
is
5 stars.
entertaining.
That says the
Yeah.
world's better.
So I
So
do think, and I also just like I'm a fan of and I think Carissa Broadbent does as well. I'm a fan of authors who can do romantic tension well,
Yeah,
you know what I
she did
mean?
that well.
and she
Sure.
does that well. Where it's just like a not enemies to lovers, but there's like a mistrust,
Yeah.
and then there's like I don't know. Like I just like I like the tension. I like
it
that
doesn't
things
take
don't.
away from the plot at all. Either.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, like
It-
it makes the plot richer.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's not instant love, which I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's like it's a friendship that
Yeah.
is forming. So I appreciate that, and I think she does that really well. So yeah,
I was really annoyed about the last couple of chapters because she got so messed up yet again for no reason. Like
Right.
poor Tasana, like that didn't need to happen that way.
Wait, like the whole thing with
I was
his
like,
son,
yeah,
like
yeah,
how
yeah.
that ended.
And I was like,
I was
hey,
mad
that's-
about that. I was like, wait, is this a flashback or is this happening again? Because
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta be kidding.
Yeah,
That's
and they're
not.
like,
It was not necessary. For
not
the plot.
necessary. It's like a double trauma for no reason because like
yeah,
also everybody suffered.
yeah.
And that, I don't know. That,
I think it's just like established. I think
no,
honestly,
I get the like why. But
Yeah.
it's just like
but that's
but
like
it's just like, why?
going back to the whole like, does she have a reason to like go scorched earth over like the one friend? I think.
That definitely puts it over the edge.
Well, I think she kept saying how she like the one friend that she wanted to say that was like her main thing, but she also kept saying like for the people, and it was a little unclear when we were training like why. And I really actually almost enjoyed that scene, not because it's a good thing to have happen,
Right.
but I enjoyed it in the blatant showcasing of cruelty and like the casual showcasing of cruelty that made me have more compassion for her needs to like free other people.
Okay.
Because I was like, okay, if this is like because if you see all the other people who are also slaves standing around for it, that means that this is like a constant thing that they might be witnessing. So it made me appreciate her motivation a little bit more.
So another thing that I feel like we did not get enough context for was the whole slavery aspect.
Right.
Why does this country have all these slaves and the other countries don't?
Yeah.
Where did it start? Why is it happening? Why isn't it stopping it? Kind
Yeah.
of like there is so much left.
Not background. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it could have been like a little more background info at the beginning, so we knew like, hey, like this is the conqueror country. They're like assholes, or whatever. Because it was like, oh, I'm just a slave at this random dude's estate, and I'm trying to buy freedom.
Yeah.
And then all that happens. So
I'm sorry, real quick. No, this is not my book. I wish that I had a published book to show you. Can you imagine if this was my book? I assure you that like I would be like I would have better lighting if this was my book. No, this is our November book club pick. It's Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent, and it's a romantasy. Right. But I do agree that I wonder if in the next ones they'll have more of that.
yeah, I'm hoping because like a lot of times the series do that. They like especially like not include a lot of background information, so they can do it in the next one, and it's kind of like
So not like
word vomit.
Yeah. So my next question actually is I know that you haven't like. Spoiler alert, there is a little bit of a romance happening.
Yeah, I see
okay.
that. Probably. Yeah, I mean,
just making sure. But so what do we think of him, Grandpa Grouch aside, what do we think of him as a love interest?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love a grumpy. I would not call her Sunshine.
She's not
but,
Sunshine. She's
spicy.
She's
a little
She's
spicy. A little
spark.
feisty.
Yeah, feisty. That's the one I was looking for. Thank you.
But no, I liked him. I think he definitely grew on me. I think the more we learned about him, obviously understood him a little better.
Right.
Yeah.
But by the end, I was like,
Right, the whole power situation.
That was cool.
Okay, get it.
That was really cool.
Get it. Right.
She does complex love interest really well.
She really does.
She's really because it's the same thing for
the
Serpent,
Really.
and the Wings of Night. Yeah, she does love interest, like complex love interest, really well.
Because his whole plot was so interesting.
The
Like,
plot was really good. Like,
yeah.
I think it's executed very well. She said it was a debut, right? Is it her debut?
So the way that it was is that she technically wrote several indie books and stuff like that, but this was the one that pushed her so over the edge that then she became trad, and that's why she got to release Wings, Night and Serpent and the Wings of Night.
So technically, this one was indie, but it was like
Exactly.
the indie that blew up.
Exactly, the indie that blew her up, and then she loved this one so much that she actually said that she edited and redid everything on her own, and then she was like, wait, I wonder if my publishers would like to just publish it themselves, but she had already done it all. And then they were like, yeah, cool, thanks for that. And then just like and that's why they're coming out like 2-3 months like apart, and it's because they've been written, they've been out, so it is not dark romance.
No, I would not.
It's not. No, it's like a typical high fantasy romance where there's like dark themes in the world building, but the romance I wouldn't say it's dark. Yeah, I think it's like
I don't know if I told y'all that I was doing 25 days of smugness.
Yeah, you did. Oh,
Some of that shit is crazy.
I really, really, really want to know.
I regularly read.
Yeah,
Really, like this is my other book club, and like they're all like cute and cool, but I was like, this is crazy.
I got into like cowboy and stuff, and that's
you were cowboy singing.
It is insane.
Have you read the one that's like done and dusted like that too?
What?
Yes. That was pretty good. That one not nearly as crazy as some of the. Anyways,
okay,
we can talk after. Back to the book. We can debrief.
Yeah, so like after that, the probably the hot scene in this book.
Oh no, I was like, this is tame.
It's pretty much like a closed door scene
comparatively.
Okay, I mean, this is actually pretty tame compared to like some of the books that I've read.
Which I was like, because the other ones, the king and the
Serpent and
they're very spicy.
Yeah,
So.
but the first one is also I would say the first one compares as far as spice levels to this. If you remember, it's not super spicy. Either that or, dude,
You've read too much.
I've read too much.
Been desensitized to it.
So I remember, side note, I went to, this was like a couple years ago, my friend was throwing a Valentine's Day party and it was like Avatar themed.
Mm-hmm.
So, I went, whatever, it was cute. We had like this whole thing and they had just discovered it. So they were like, they hadn't finished, they hadn't gotten to like Cassian's book. They like, so they only knew about like Rhysand and stuff like that. They were just, they're starting off. And they were like talking about that famous chapter that everyone, what is it? Chapter 54, is it?
44, but I think it's 54.
Yeah, I know there's like a 4 in it.
Yep.
And they were like talking, and I literally straight up, I was like, I don't remember what the heck you guys are talking about. But they were like gushing. They
That's
were like,
not even the most.
yeah, they were like, this is the spiciest thing. And I literally tried to rack my brain. I was like, in the first three of
people think that afterwards really like spicy.
I would say I would say the spicier one is
It
the.
is, but compared to some of what's out there.
I would honestly, have you read Avatar? I would honestly say it's like there's some open door scene, but I don't think
They also don't make sense in a lot of times. Like if you try to
But
imagine
she got pregnant while she was being flown around in the fucking winds.
That was nuts.
That was
when
nuts.
she like sent him the image of their child, and that's what made. Guys,
we lost the plot at some point. That's actually another video.
What are we doing here?
But I agree. But I think it is one of those things where sometimes I will read something and people are like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, and I'm literally trying to remember. I'm like, did I just like skim over that chapter? Like I just don't remember this. So yeah. So this one is giving me like mild vibes. Mild. These are mild.
Does he boyfriend know?
He knows what I'm reading. He knows when I'm reading them. He knows when I'm reading the good ones. Like he's fully aware of when that's happening. So yeah. But
everyone benefits.
I swear. I think this honestly, this one of the spiciest books that I've read as of late is probably The Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. It's a wide choose. It's a wide choose, and it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And they were indie, and they got so popular, you can imagine why. But they are now trad. But they were indie and very spicy, and there's 7 books. 7.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Of smut.
It's Jesus. How do you write a 7-book series?
Oh,
so
Elizabeth Helen is actually Elizabeth and Helen. They're sisters. I've talked to them. They're sisters.
That's so cute.
They wrote it together. It's really cute until you read it and you're like, how is this happening? Yeah, but no, it's really good.
I sometimes think about these smut scenes and this had to go through multiple people.
Not if you're indie.
Your editor goes through this shit. Some other people go through this shit. How do you just do it?
I feel
you guys haven't read Kiss the Basket Discovery.
It's on my TBR, but that one is
the whole
Kiss the Basket. If you want just straight up smut.
No. The entire book. It's hilarious. But she started by by posting a chapter at a time on Instagram on her stories, and people just lost their minds. And it got so popular, she decided to finish the book. It had been a book she had started when she was younger, and so she decided to finish it. And then she published it indie, and then it blew up so much that it actually got published. And now there's a second one and a prequel coming. It's what?
I know. I actually don't know if it's in my TBR or not, but I have heard
there's no plot.
The Discord.
Plot does not exist.
Sometimes you just need no plot.
At least
that's what it is. Get into
slavery.
It.
At least I will say, at least in Bonded by Thorns, there is a plot.
Okay.
There is a plot. There's just sometimes interrupted.
We have people around us.
I know. Anyway, okay,
this was good. This was well done.
This was well done. Okay, so did we like the magic system, the type of magic that they had? Yeah,
I like the different separation between regular people and the whatever they were called, the Valens, Bailiffs. I can't remember the name. Anyways, the people with So I think that
the
was
blonde people.
The blonde people.
The magic.
Yeah.
The moon. moon blonde people, right? It's like the moon,
Because also
whatever.
there's two different types.
Yeah,
right?
so there's sun and moon, but they're like Valens or something like that.
Yeah, I get it.
Valchian, something like that. Anyways, so yeah, I did like that, and I did like the weird everything about the magic system because like it's very unclear what Tasana has.
Butterflies.
Right.
Yeah.
Butterflies. It's unclear what her like type of magic she actually has. I mean, I really like what happens after the exam because it's so weird and just so like you wouldn't expect that kind of power to be like the main power of the main character because it's very like
Yeah.
messed up and destructive and just like hey it can literally destroy the world if you're not careful. So I thought that was really fun.
But do you think that came from what she got after the exam, or do you think she'd always had that?
That's my question
Yeah.
because I think the after the exam, whoever gets that whatever the thing, their power is like amplified because that's what happened to the other person.
But there's also, I think, a little bit of like a different, like, it reminds me a little bit of have you guys read One Dark Window?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you know how when he takes over her head,
It was like reminding me of Wonder.
yeah.
It really
So
is.
like
Wait a minute.
so it kind of, I wonder if it's like a little bit of that, of like when he, like when something is activated, there's like not just an enhancement of her power, but something new.
Yeah, like
That's
so there's
kinda
definitely an addition. There's an addition, but also like you said, it's very interesting because there's a chance that like she initially had something like that in her because the really annoying man named Zareth was like,
Yeah.
She got something.
Yeah,
But he was sketchy.
yeah.
So I haven't, because I haven't gotten there. But from what it sounds like, because what I was critiquing, like, so I was saying, I felt like I can connect with her because it doesn't really talk about what she's been through. But could it be that what she's been through is what she's been through?
So I think that I think that she is somebody who's like obviously learned to hold a lot of her emotions back, but then also her magic back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like she was only ever asked to do pretty things, like pretty butterflies, pretty. But she was never asked
Very
to.
performative.
Yeah, very performative, like magic. And so now I think I honestly see it a little bit of like, when people go through like trauma and then they've like gotten themselves to like a safe space, all of a sudden they start like reverting to a lot of things. They start getting sick, they start getting like, they'll start crying over things that before they wouldn't
Like
have,
symptoms
like,
will come out that have
yeah, like things like, like, oh, I'm not a crier, but now you're crying all the time. Oh, I'm not this. And it's because they feel like,
a lot of it.
right, but it's because now they're in like a safe space and they're not in like a fight or flight or like survival mode.
Yeah.
So now things come out, and I wonder if
And it's
that's
kind of
like,
the brighter your light is, the darker your shadow is.
yeah. And I wonder if with her, if it's like this like anger, she always had it, and she always knew she was angry, but now that she's like in like out of it, like that's like what's coming out, like this like anger,
No, that's
and which like it reflects to like what her magic is also.
I like that.
I like it
that
too.
idea.
That's
But
kind of
also,
how I
like,
see it.
she can control minds, which is also kind of crazy.
Yeah, but that's how her people can. No, her people
But
can.
it's in the beginning.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
I feel like
Like all of them that look like that. That's like
Right,
their
that's
thing.
right.
Yeah.
It sounded like
I wish we'd gotten a little more of that because like I feel like the only other allusion to it was like at the end when she realized she didn't have her magic and she was like, wait, why is everything so quiet? Like I can't hear any of the emotions of all of these people around me. I feel like that was really the only other allusion we got to it, where it's like, this is such a cool power. I wish we would have seen her use it
also
more.
like as Stephanie said, they kind of all have it and
Yeah.
know how to control it, but suddenly she can like hear and feel everybody around her.
Right.
Like, does it mean that she's like much more powerful than everybody?
Yeah.
around her?
I wonder. I mean, you know what I feel like it's gonna happen is that like people who were fragmented were always told that they were like less
And they're
powerful,
actually
and,
more powerful.
I wonder if it's like they have like a.
Combination of both.
That's
And that's
exactly.
just so obvious though. I'm
Yes.
like, yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm like here for it. I'm here. I'm here for it. Like give me a somebody who's powerful who was always dismissed. I
Yeah.
love like
An underdog.
I love an underdog. Like I'm a big like underdog person.
Right. How do we feel about Nora? I wanted to punch her.
You know
in the
I
what?
went to punch her face the
I
entire
love how complex she is.
honestly, she was a really cool character.
She was a
Oh
really
yeah,
cool
oh yeah,
character.
for sure.
Like somebody who
Hated her so much.
hate. Oh no, no,
How do you like her?
absolutely hated her.
You know her.
Do I?
Yeah.
I do know her. Nora is the lady who brought Sana on board.
Oh.
A very calm and not saying anything lady.
She's like the second in command or whatever.
Yeah, I wanted to punch her,
Yeah.
and I hate her shadow magic thing.
Yeah, I think
That's
she's
for daggers.
sketchy. She's sketchy.
Yeah, I just feel like she's a
Fighting
cool
daggers.
one because she
No,
sounds
she's
like
amazing. Like
yeah,
a
like
character.
it's like
love
I love when a good side character like you could tell there's
Yeah.
more to them.
And if,
And the
if it pisses you off, that's good. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
a good written character.
Emotion, yeah. The whole time I'm just like, what does she know? Like,
Right?
She knows
a
shit.
bunch of
She
shit.
knows shit that
And
we don't know.
She's the right hand man
Yeah.
of the leader, and yet they both acknowledge that they do.
Yeah, they
They both know that there's like they hate
so
each
sketchy,
other.
I cannot.
So like the fact that you're imagine being a leader of an organization, but your right hand man woman hates you, and you know it, and you
So
hate
like
them
something is
too.
binding them together.
Like,
Something is
But like oh, so I feel like that's a good side character to like.
Oh yeah, I hope we get like more of her story in the next couple of books.
Yeah.
and like her
Kind of, like,
motivation for like initially betraying Max
Yeah.
like that, because like
Yeah.
I don't know, like the way she acts throughout the rest of the book is like she's very supportive of Max, like she is very
Yeah.
like caring of Max, like compared to other characters,
Yeah.
like you know, like she clearly still cares for him a lot. So it's like, what happened to like
It's an interesting concept when somebody is a good person, but also is not above doing bad things for what they believe is the greater good.
Mm,
And that's a very interesting dynamic to me because they're like they feel guilty, but not guilty enough to stop them from
Right,
doing
right.
what they think must be done.
right.
And like especially if her reasons appear to be more altruistic than like the leader guy. I forget, I keep forgetting. Zarek. Obviously his are more selfish. Her seem to be like she wants the greater good for
Yeah.
real, even if her means of getting it aren't good. So I don't know. I like that. I like a good anti-hero.
Yeah.
Like I love a good anti-hero.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get more about her.
Yep. And then Derek is so sketchy.
So sketchy.
So sketchy.
I mean, you could tell he's just like a jealous little bitter man.
Yeah, right.
Little dick energy.
Okay, but you know who I love? Samarin. He was
He
so
was
cool.
awesome.
He was like one of my
Yes.
favorite characters, I think. And his powers are so cool too.
Yeah.
Like
The-
the healing, like through
Yeah.
like I don't
But
know.
the crazy necromancer shit is crazy.
Yeah.
So can you guys tell me what was the point of the other little guy that he was teaching?
Because it's not, no, it's okay, because remember,
What was the point of
Comedic relief.
yeah.
That's what I got.
Comedic. But it's also just to show that like they're all bound to like train someone, and look how young they are when they're all being trained.
True.
fair? But
No,
it's
that's
just
a good
like
Yeah.
he just randomly popped up him and that flower lady.
Flower lady.
Okay, no
Okay.
wait, that actually makes me mad. Why did we get no explanation about how she
She
used
just
to be a
popped up.
hummingbird?
Yes.
That one chapter, she just pops up. And
Yeah.
I'm like, she used to be a hummingbird, and that's
No other explanation.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, I need more.
I hope that we get more in her. I hope that she becomes like a bigger player somehow.
I seriously, for a second, I was like, did I skip a chapter? Because it just makes no sense.
I have a head canon over here like, about it. If we don't get any other explanation, mine is that he wanted to bring back someone he loved and accidentally,
I could see that.
you know,
I could see that.
and accidentally created a
Especially when we
live
got, like,
hummingbird.
the explanation of like why he created the garden, kind of.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
guess
of
that would
like,
kind of make
yeah.
sense. Like maybe that would go hand in hand with that. He wanted
That's
the garden,
my-
but he also wanted, to not be so lonely, to not be so.
Yeah. So that's my theory, and
I like
I'm working with it until we get.
I
everything
love it. I
together.
love it. My conspiracy theory is that his younger sister's still alive
Oh wait, I would love that.
because he never actually saw her
That's right.
death.
Yeah.
That's right.
It just cuts out.
No,
so
they didn't.
It kind of cuts out.
Well, I think it's just
Like he
just say,
blacks
the
out,
house.
and then everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I feel like that might be true.
I
don't
also
know,
thought,
just
but I
how she
also
keeps coming back.
Yeah,
in
it's just
his
a lot of-
memories and his dreams.
the hummingbird.
The hummingbird.
the hummingbird.
I'm joking. I'm
Also, why was she
joking.
so weird? Why did
She
she like
was so
snakes
weird.
and random shit?
I don't know, but I did think it was interesting. Like especially at the end when we see his power, I was like, oh.
Yeah, no.
I liked him as a
Oh,
love
yeah, no,
interest. I was
100%.
like,
No, I was here for it. Once
okay.
I realized he was not 80 years old.
What are your thoughts
yeah.
so far?
On Max? On the 80 man?
On
8-year-old man?
on everybody, on everybody, on everything that you've read so far.
I don't know. It just doesn't stick.
Okay, so you're not liking it so far.
I mean, the plot. I mean, the way it's written, the action. It definitely like goes quick, but I
I
can't.
think it would be better after the exam because there are a lot of things that are going to be revealed that would make sense as to like Max is acting this way.
Yeah, like I want to know why they're acting the way they're acting.
Yeah,
It just doesn't
you're
go through
honestly
that.
like, I think that like a lot of your questions, a lot of things will get like,
Yeah, they're going to be like
yeah. You
kinda
need
answered.
to go through the exam chapters.
Because up until that point, it really is just a lot of like foundation building.
Yeah.
They're doing they're
They're
training
training
right
more.
now.
Yeah.
But why? Why are you putting yourself through this?
The training chapters were a little long. Like,
It was
it could have. Yeah.
Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah,
type
it's
of
like, oh,
situation.
she's doing this, she's doing that. Oh, okay, he's refusing to teach her for 5 chapters straight, and then he's like, I don't want to do anything with you, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna learn these things by myself. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like it goes for 100 pages.
Yeah.
I'm like, was that necessary?
Okay, so question: why do you think that she was drawn to him? Like why? So she decided to stick that way.
Because she just needs to pass the exam initially. Initially, she doesn't care. She doesn't care what happened to him or why Nora dropped her. She's like very annoyed. She's like, this is my teacher and she's refusing to teach me.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I'm just going to do it on my own, whatever. I just need to pass the exam. And eventually, they become closer and closer. And he actually learns the reason why she wants to pass the exam because he doesn't want anything to do with the orders for a very specific reason. But she doesn't know that Sasana was, tortured and
Yeah.
raped and whatever, and just beat to death. So once he learns that, he's like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna teach you. 'Cause you're badass."
Yeah.
That the miscommunication part kind of annoyed me.
Yeah.
I kind of
I'm
also
glad it was
understand
over
it.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understood the point, but I would much rather be like, "Hey, who's this person? Why was she dropped here? Like, why do I need to teach her? Like, tell me your story immediately instead of like."
She's being grumpy.
Being an 80-year-old.
But I think it also does a quick job in his characterization and also just how far he's isolated himself from people and how much he really is not wanting to connect with anyone.
Yeah.
Even his friend he doesn't treat very well, and I think it does. So I do like that the as annoyed as I always get with miscommunication, I like the fact that it did quick work in explaining explaining where he is in trauma. We don't know why, we don't know whatever, but it's okay, something is happening here, and we know that really quickly, and we know the extent of it, so we know. Eventually, when we start when he starts dropping little hints that something happened, something bigger, we don't know what it is, but we see the result of it from the beginning. So it's almost okay, whatever happened must have been big because look at how grumpy he is from day one. Look how he treats people. So it kind of like made it be like, okay,
It
like
built up the suspense to like the reveal. Of
yeah,
last
Mhm.
year.
yeah. And I would say that it was satisfactory. For me.
Yeah, no, I think the review was like, okay, you kind of have a reason
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah. Like I would also be an 80-year-old
Yeah.
man.
I would also self-isolate in
So,
a
yeah.
cottage.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you just have to get past the exam, and that's when all the shit is gonna start happening.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be like, oh, okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
explains a lot.
I can't hold up the book for too long because TikTok sometimes likes to flag. It's like, you're trying to get people to buy things. It's like,
Oh,
am
right.
I? Am I really? Not actually. So
The links, the book.
yeah, like literally, like I can't. But yeah. Okay. Any parting thoughts about the book? Any? Are we gonna continue?
Yes,
I probably will. Yeah.
Yes.
I want to know.
I know you're not like
Maybe.
yeah, maybe right. You
How
have to
many
finish.
Also,
books
the
are in
covers.
Three?
There's three.
And the last
Oh, I
the
can
last
do
one's like in what
The
March?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the covers are so
The
freaking
covers are
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
That is like, I know it's in the chapter.
Much prettier than the original.
Much better.
Much better than the
Yeah,
original.
yeah,
covers,
yeah.
Well, the original was like her with the sword. Is that
Yes,
what?
yes.
I always thought that it was the same as what is her Carissa Claire?
Cassandra Clare.
Cassandra Clare. I was like, wait a minute, it's the same thing. She has the same book with like a girl holding a sword, just like that, with like a red cover, and I always thought that was the same book.
Oh, that's
So I never realized that it was like two different books.
yeah. I kept seeing this, but I think I told you when we went to her signing that I was like, I kept like when this one was announced, I was like, I could have sworn I've seen that same book somewhere. Like, why have I seen? I thought that book was already
I
out.
know. I had the same thought.
Yeah, and then I realized that it was just like I didn't realize that she had started off indie. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Like, I know that this was out.
Well, the thing was, I saw it was being published, and I was like, I know I've seen people review like the
Yeah,
entire series.
exactly. Like, I know the book is done. That's why. Yeah, same thing. I was confused. Same with like right now, Rachel Schneider is gonna promote Metal Singer, but Metal Singer's been out. It's just being re-released.
All
Yeah.
those indie authors still.
That is like that is the new way.
Also, it's just like it's so frustrating too because I feel like it just sheds light on how hard it is to get
To get
traditionally
published,
published.
yeah,
All
it's
these
insane.
good authors are out
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's like so many people that I've talked to recently, like, or gone to events for to listen to or whatever, either one of two ways. One, they were indie, and then they themselves got their book so popular that they became trad, or they had a following. Like, they always wanted to be, like Stacey McEwen always wanted to be a writer, but she started doing social media, and that helped her.
I thought she was just
The way she just treats her account is insane. She just says anything and everything she wants, and I'm like, this is crazy. This is so like refreshing because everyone's always so like official, like put together, and she's just like, I was gonna say whatever the fuck I want to say.
She's great. And she's really nice. She's really nice.
That is awesome.
So I'm so glad for her success.
Yeah. I'm so really excited for what she.
Oh my god.
That's good. Those are
The previous book club, yeah.
That one was so much better than I thought it was going to be.
Right?
You all just need to trust me.
I don't know anything about
Just
it.
need to trust me a little bit more.
You've had really good recommendations.
Thank you.
Hey, we all chose kind of us.
Yeah, we're all responsible.
That is true.
And
I will say,
it's like on all the lists. I know one of the best books.
and I will say the only
I was like, oh, I see it. I'm not voting for it.
the only reason I put Calabasas there was because my friend was like, please put Calabasas in your list, and I was like, all right.
Not judging you.
No.
You
And
haven't read it.
No. I'm saying, and then I immediately made sure to let her know that it was her fault that we all read
I
it.
wanted to read it.
No,
It's
me
like,
too. I wanted to read it too.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's been on my TBR for a minute. Well, why not just
Same.
vote for it? It's just like-
And also, she's just such like people have loved her past.
Right. Did your friend who submitted that, did she actually read?
She did. She was in the live. Remember
so she-
when? Yeah. No. She absolutely fucking hated it.
It's so funny.
She hated it. She was like, "The fuck is this shit?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry."
Have you ever like did you
Really? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It's
You
on my
listen-
shelf.
You listen to it.
It's pretty.
Yours was a gorgeous copy.
Sometimes
Yours was the prettiest copy. Yeah, that is true. All right. Any parting words? And now we can keep chatting, but I'll shut down this live.
I think we're good. I think we
Good.
discussed everything.
Okay, fantastic. Well, this was another great discussion of Book Club, Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. Next up, we're doing Fallen City by Adrian Young, if you guys want to read along with us, and we will be discussing that next up. All right, bye. See you later. Hold on, this is the awkward part where I always forget where the fudging off buttons are, and I don't actually know how to get out of this live. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. Wait.
Girly pop, you gotta practice.
Girly pop. So it used to be so much easier.
I know they changed.
They
the
changed
interface
everything.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Bye. Okay. Smiling.